You know, everybody's looking for that fountain of youth, things to make them look younger, feel younger. And of course, the younger you look, the younger you feel. Well, there's so many different things that you can do. Well, today on the show, we're at HealthFit MD here on Highway 49 in Gulfport. We're talking to Crystal Heck, nurse practitioner. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Now, there's a very special event coming up on Thursday night, July 20th, that's going to kind of educate you on some of the things that are available. And we're going to talk about some of those things today. First of all, let's talk about everybody's favorite, Botox.
Yes, yes. There are different options. Botox is not the only one. There's another one called Dysport. We carry both of those.
Okay.
They do the same exact thing. They last about 3 to 4 months, and they help to relax muscles in the face so that whenever you make facial expressions, you don't get those deep grooves.
Yeah, what'd you say, the 11s as you call them here?
Yes.
Does Botox prevent wrinkles? Can it prevent them?
If you start early enough, it can become a preventative treatment versus an actual treatment when lines have already started to form.
Right. Does it hurt?
Everybody's pain is a little bit different. I do some things here to make it as comfortable as possible. I use a very small gauge insulin needle, and then I also use ice before I do my injections.
Okay, and does it have any kind of side effects?
Of course, with anything, if you read a bottle of Tylenol, you would never take it. But if you have, yes, because they have to tell you every single possible side effect there is. But if you have an injector that is not familiar with the anatomy of the face, absolutely there could be some unpleasant side effects.
And you've been doing this for a while.
Yes.
So you won't, anybody will have to worry about that. How long does it last? I know it can vary between people.
Yes, absolutely. If you're a fast metabolizer, it may not last as long, but generally both Botox and Dysport last about 3 to 4 months.
And if I walk up to a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a while and I've had Botox done, are they going to know it?
They might know that you look a little different. They might think you look a little younger. They might not be able to exactly put their finger on it. The goal of any injector is to make you look as natural as possible.
There you go. Now, besides Botox, I mean, Botox is used for taking out like the little wrinkles and things like that. There's other things called fillers. You know, that I guess Juvederm would be a filler.
Yes.
So what about filler? What's the difference between the Botox and the fillers?
So Botox is used for muscles or contraction of the muscle that makes the wrinkle, and then filler is geared more towards volume loss and fine lines and wrinkles that have occurred because of the volume loss. Right.
Now, with the Botox, you had said that you use it like up around here, crow's feet, 11s across your forehead. Fillers are more, areas in the cheeks, the smile lines, things like that?
Well, there are areas in the lower face that you could also use Botox, and then there are also areas in the upper face that you could do filler. So you can do both in various areas of the face. Say, for instance, here, if somebody has static lines, so even whenever they aren't making a facial expression, you can still see the lines. Botox or Dysport are not going to completely make those go away. So if they wanted further correction, they could do some thin threads of filler under there to further smooth it out. Or you can do your temples with filler, you can do your cheeks, nasolabial folds. There are many various areas.
Now, who can administer these things? I mean, I just can't go out and buy a vial of this stuff and just say, inject you.
No. Knowing your facial anatomy is huge. If that was one tip I could give anybody, it's to make sure your injector knows their facial anatomy, because if not, then that's where you run into issues.
What happens to it when it wears off? I mean, do you just pass it through your body kind of thing?
So your body, both Botox and filler, your body will start to metabolize it, and then with the Botox, you will start to slowly get movement back in the muscles.
Wow.
And then before you get full movement, you would want to come back, so to keep up with it. And then with filler, once they're injected, your body will do the same thing, metabolize it out, and the results will fade away gracefully.
That's awesome. So those are just some of the options that they do offer here at HealthFit MD on Highway 49 in Gulfport. One of the other things that we want to talk about for just a moment is, and just kind of give you an idea, is something they'll be covering, I guess, coming up on July 20th, is bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. But before we do, was there anything else that you wanted to mention about the Botox or
a common question that I get is people ask me, how can I make my results last longer? And so doing them together, doing both the Botox or Dysport and the filler, doing those together, especially here or in the crow's feet to further
smooth things out?
Yes, exactly. Then doing both of those together, but also skincare. Skincare is huge.
Yes.
I always tell people that it's a way of protecting your investment.
Now, one of the things too here is very important, Crystal, is we live in a very, the sun is sunshine. Everybody is out all the time enjoying the sun.
Yes.
And it's going to damage your face a lot more. So it's very important that you protect that, because if you don't, those lines and everything, they're going to pop up a lot earlier than you want them to.
Sun exposure is the #1 aspect that will prematurely age your skin.
Okay. And again, how often do you need to get, I guess it depends on the individuals as far as how often you should get Botox or the fillers or anything?
Yes. Generally with the Botox or Dysport, it's 3 to 4 months, but whenever you start to notice a little bit of movement, it's good to keep on a schedule. So pre-booking is something that we offer here, that if you pre-book out in those 3 to 4 months, you save an additional 10%.
Oh, nice.
And then with filler, there are so many different aspects on what makes the filler last longer or not so much. Depending on the thickness of the filler will depend upon that, and then also if it's in an area of movement like the cheeks, where you don't have a lot of movement, so that will last a little bit longer compared to the lips or a lip augmentation, where that won't last as long.
Right. Now, do you, as far as skin textures or things like that, I guess different people, it will react, maybe it might take a little bit more than normally because of the skin texture?
It depends on how depleted of the volume loss or what result they're looking for. Say if they never had fuller lips to begin with and they are wanting fuller lips, it might take a little bit more to get their desired result versus someone who is younger and already still has a little bit left. They say 1 syringe per decade of life. But everybody's a little bit different. It all depends on the result you're looking for.
That's 6 decades with me.
But you would look fantastic.
I might have to come back and find out more about that. Now, coming up, as I said, on the 20th, Thursday evening, they're going to have a very special, because I want to read this off of here so I get it all right, a very special workshop here at HealthFit MD. It's going to be from 5 to 7. You're going to have some special offers.
We'll have special pricing on the injectables. I will also be doing live demonstrations on both the Dysport and the filler.
Okay. And one of the other things that they're going to be talking about too is something that's really taken off, is the bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. You've seen a lot of stuff about it on TV. You can find out more about it, because it is something that, it works from the, I guess, inside out, and really makes you feel a lot younger.
Hormones play such a huge role in a lot of the different various body systems. So keeping everything homeostasis and in line, it absolutely, just like you said, it will affect you from the inside out.
Crystal, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Jim.
If you'd like some more information, the number is on your screen. Make your appointment to come out here to HealthFit MD in Gulfport on Highway 49.